Haven't you heard?
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came. I was worried that something may have happened to you. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have... After all, It's okay. The fault is mine. Still, for this...
To be fair, anyway.
Got it.
Great! But before... After all... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey!
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, before we find some suitable... Once the plastrite is ready, the remainder of the construction work...
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new material...
One moment. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happen to get my...
Huh. So even though...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yoon, or Yoonjin.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good...
Shenhua.
Good to meet you. Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out...
It's an honor to finally meet you both, to be honest with you all. Wow. So Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe.
No, I don't have any questions.
In that case, Lady Ningguang said that instead of competing against... Sounds great, but...
The plastrite was the most difficult item to... How'd I do?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right. I'll go. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that...
We will head into town and seek advice...
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna... I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ning... Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil It's called The
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a one...
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. So, you're here to ask about wonder. The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some event. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard, of course, it's probably...
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, I hear the view there is... Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. Oh, this is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming...
Cool. A hero?
The legend first arose in this area. In that village, there was the wife was out collecting herbs and was captured. The vile and vicious monster told...
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh.
But the monster was so terrible, and just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the...
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took... And so, destined to grace them...
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was... I'm not sure she deserves all the praise.
I've never considered that. Opera is always an interpretation of the event. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to...
I think it's a great story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron!
Judgment! This should be enough Star Splinter Iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shin, you're alive. The rumors were true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium, but I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
The remains of a god. Does this mean that the time frame certainly matches?
Where have you been hiding? Where have you been hiding?
What's this? So, now that I think about it, so that's why according to this text, and she didn't volunteer. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there. So basically, we need to go. Let's go back and tell Shenhe.
One year when I was back visiting, I was a very close friend of your father. I bring flowers back here every year.
Apologize for what? There is nothing he wouldn't have done.
Do you still...
I don't know what I feel. So if you ask me how I feel about the past...
It must have been so tough for you.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. I'll tell you more about the old time.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta do is...
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the...
It's okay. I like your... My master once said that so I hope that one... But I've never thought this way before, and I want...
Don't worry. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Where have you been hiding?
In a trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace.